Okay. Let's see. I lowered the quality a little bit. Let's see. Let's see if this is a little better. It's only 30 frames a second now. We'll see if that helps it. I'm sorry I had to do that, but... Okay, well hopefully this is a little bit better. Hey, it's another I Spy. Well, I think this is the same I Spy thing. Okay. I haven't had that issue in a while, where my streams just kind of die for some reason. Oh man, this is such a good texture. Yeah, okay, that's good. Like I said, I had to lower the frame rate. I put it down to 30. Maybe that would, you know, be a little bit better. I also changed my encoding method, and it might be a better encoding method because it's using my graphics card. We'll see. Okay, well, how's everyone else doing? Because I asked that when only one person was watching, but now there are more people. So, how's everyone else doing so far? Oh damn, your semester's still not over. My semester's been over for 10 days now. Aye. That was fast. Going to Hawaii at the end of the month. Who's we? You and your family, or just like you and friends or something? Ah, that's cool. Do you have any like specific plans of what you're gonna do there, or is it just like oh, we'll go to Hawaii and we'll figure it out when we go there? Okay. I was going to go to Vietnam over this summer, but some things happened and now I'm not able to go. Which kind of sucks, but it's okay. Ah, fuck. Yeah, it sucks because I was planning on going to Vietnam for a while now, and I was trying to like get everything figured out and shit, but yeah, like I said, there's some problems that now I'm not going to go to Vietnam, at least not this summer. I may go some other time, but, game, stop stopping. This is what I mean by circles in this game aren't ever really circles. They're just these, like, octagons. I think I'm just gonna skip off on those other 2 bananas. I don't really feel like going for them. What are my summer plans now? Well, now I'm basically... Actually, you know what? I am gonna go get those bananas. I'm not a quitter. I'm just gonna work, you know, try to get some scholarships here and there, hang out with some friends, find some... I gonna try to hang out with some friends, find some new friends. Come on, get the fucking banana. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to even go for that other one, so I'm just gonna go. Oh wait, no, the goal's here. Yeah, work. I did have some plans of hanging out with this, person that I know, but they've been extremely, like, disconnected lately, so I guess I'm not going to, so I'll just find some other people, I guess. I already have some kind of plans hanging out with some of my friends set up. Ah. Ring attack. It's trying to be Sonic, it looks like. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that at first. Yeah, whoa, damn, this is just Sonic. Yeah, the thing is, like, I work at a hardware store, so, most people I'm working with are not near my age. And also very, very differently from my, my sort of personality. So most of the time, it's like, not really people I could hang out with a whole lot. Some of them I could, but not all of them. Not too many of them. Ah! Can I just... Oh. Well, shit. I could just do that the whole dang old time. Hey! This is, intense violin solo going on here. No, I'm not gonna fall. Is this really an I Spy background again? I don't recognize this one. Then again, I mean, I didn't read every single, or I didn't play every single I Spy book. I guess, do you play them or do you read them? What the hell do you do with them? Okay. Oh, no. Well, I know there are games, but I mean, like, I don't know, the one was just like a picture from the book. There was one that was just that picture from one of the books. I think it was called, like, Fantasy or something like that. Ah, damn it. You used I Spy to flirt with girls. Please explain how you did that, or how you thought you would do that. Would you just be like, yo, girl, I got this I Spy book. You wanna come to my house later? We'll play some I Spy? Me trying to sound like young Ethan Flat. Well, I mean, they were popular when I went to school too, but like, I never used them to flirt with girls. I was like, check it out. Have you read, I Spy? No? Well, how about I introduce you? That's me trying to sound like a young child trying to flirt with girls, but I can't do her voice. Ugh. God, if these were just circles, this wouldn't be so bad. Oh, okay, I almost restarted the level. Damn it. Really, because I've never used an I Spy book to get sex, but okay. If that's what works for you, works for you. You know what? Screw the bananas, I don't care anymore. Ah, I did not expect to bounce off like that. There we go. Wait, I'm only on World 5? I thought I was on, like, World 6 or something. God damn. With a Thai girl you met on Tinder. When you say I'm supposed to, you mean soon, or do you mean just in general? And if it doesn't work out, set me up, bruh. Because I'm looking for people. And it's kind of going okay, and it's kind of not at the same time. There was one girl that I met on Tinder, and she was Vietnamese, and she said that she spoke English, but then when I met her, she really didn't speak English, like, almost at all. But I ended up being in a relationship with that girl for a year, so... Her English did get better eventually. But yeah, Ethan, that doesn't work out. Set me the fuck up, bruh. Because I'm not matching with anyone on Tinder, and it's kind of annoying, because it's to the point where I'm just like swiping on people I'm not even attracted to just to get a match. To get something. Which is weird, because, like, I used to be able to get matches on Tinder, but I don't anymore. Hold up what? I'll need the I Spy book. Oh, okay. I'll be hanging out with... It's not really a date, though it is technically someone I met off of Tinder. I will be hanging out with them sometime later in the week, but it's not really a date. As far as I know, it's not. I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I wouldn't be averse to that happening, but it's just like hanging out. I mean, I've met some people on Tinder that I've just kind of become friends with. And I mean, I'm fine with that, but like when I'm on Tinder, that's not what I'm looking for exactly, or else it's easy. I don't have a hard time making friends. I have a hard time meeting people in gaining romantic interest. Or at least, I don't know, maybe I don't have that hard of a time and I just don't do it very often, but I don't know. Friender. Funny story. So I was downloading all of the pseudo dating, pseudo hookup apps when I was in college, when I was a freshman in college. Cause like, I don't know, I'd do it. I'm single, it's fine. So I had like Bumble, I had Hot or Not, and I had Tinder, and I was like, and I remember hearing about Grindr, and I didn't know what Grindr was, and I just assumed it was like a more raunchy version of Tinder. So then I get Grindr, and I'm like, wait a minute. This is just for gay guys. Probably shouldn't be snooping around on here because, that would be a dick thing to do. Be like, oh yeah, I'm not actually gay, I'm just on here because I don't know. But yeah, found out what Grindr actually was. That day I learned. Whoa, this music's intense. But calming at the same time. Oh, I remember this level. I think. I've always kind of thought, like, if I went on Grindr and I made an account, would I do better on that than I would on Tinder? Because the thing is, it's like, I felt really bad about the fact that I could never get matches on Tinder, but then I found out that guys hardly get matches at all, typically, even, you know, men much more attractive than myself, like, I'm not gonna name her name, but there's a girl that I go to school with that, I also went to high school with, and I was just talking to her about that, like, fuck, like, I don't get anything off of Tinder, and she's like, oh yeah, my boyfriend, like, he was on Tinder, he almost got nothing ever as well, and this guy can't be as picky on Grindr because there are less gay people. Well, I mean, yeah, but they're all going to be concentrated in this one spot. I mean, hell, I'm picky on Tinder because my type is hardly on Tinder at all anyway. That's kind of that's why I'm saying, like, I'm just swiping right on so many people that I'm not attracted to. Because I don't have super high standards, I just have very specific standards. And they're standards that typically are not met. I'm not going to go into what my type is on here. If you want to ask me later at some point, Ethan, I might tell you, but I'm not going to tell you here. Not because it's, like, bad, I just don't really want to go into it. I like this world. But yeah, so I haven't had too many good experiences with Tinder. And I don't think I've ever had a date end up from Tinder. The only times I've been on dates were people that I met, like, actually in real life first. Though I guess, like I said, I am hanging out with a girl that's not really a date, but I bet that's probably the closest you can come to me actually getting a real date off of Tinder. But the only times I've actually had dates have been just with people that I've just met, like, in my social life. Well, yeah, that's one thing I don't like about Tinder, is it shows the worst side of me, because I'm a lot better at talking face-to-face and being interesting in a real conversation. Yeah, I know, the Super Paper Mario Pepper. Well, have we gotten to a level where the skybox showed up in the level preview? Oh, what the fuck is this level? Do I just hold forward? What happens if I just hold forward? Okay, no, I can't just hold forward. I'm gonna die if I do that. I have to do a little finagling. But yeah, I'm just like, and that's one thing is like, there have been people that I've met off of Tinder that like I didn't really go out with or anything. but like I'm friends with them, and that's because those people, like, that's one thing I have an issue with Tinder. Is a lot of times when I match with someone, you know, she'll be like a complete brick wall to me, and it makes me look like I'm not good at holding a conversation, and it's just like, then they just like stop responding, and I'm like, bitch, I don't know what you want, like, why did you even match with me if you were just gonna do that? Like, come on, man. Like, some people just don't realize, like, you can't expect one person to hold the whole conversation, or else it's not a conversation, and there's no way to make that interesting. And that's why I think that's one reason I just don't like it all the time, because I get that more often than I get actual people holding conversation. Because like I said, although I haven't had a whole lot of luck in terms of, like, not intimacy necessarily, but just, like, meeting people for the purpose of seeing if you would be in a relationship with them or other things. And, the thing is it's like, although a lot of these people I'm just kind of friends with, you know, I still had good conversations with them because they actually held a conversation with me. You know, they didn't just, like, expect me to hold the whole thing, and I appreciate that anytime someone does that, because, not a lot of people on Tinder these days want to do that. And you might be thinking, well, it's because they're looking for a hookup. No, they're, like, people that will specifically say no hookups, and then be like, oh yeah, but also I have no personality. And it's like, well, then what do you want? But I've learned it's not my fault that that's happening, so I just tend to, like, ignore it and completely disregard people that do that. I don't know, it's really, I'm especially using Tinder a lot now because, like, I'm not living where I grew up, so I don't know a lot of people around here. So it's kind of hard to meet people because I'm not going to school here either, so it's just like, how am I gonna meet people? I don't know, Tinder, Bumble, which is working to some extent. Wait, can I get up to that green goal? Okay, well, I'm gonna stop talking about Tinder for now because I've gone on too long about it. Oh, shit. Well, I don't know. Is that not a red goal? No, that is green. Okay, no, you're right. I don't think I've seen any red goals at all. But not that it really matters. God damn it, dude. Future coaster? What the hell does that mean? What's a future coaster? I don't think I'm going to get in that green goal. I'm just going to go for the normal. Well, what makes this coaster from the future? I'm just, like, in generic space with a generic moon ground below me. Oh, god dang it. God dang it, Bobby. Quit playing them video games and sell some propane. Oh, come on, dude. There we go. No, I don't want to go for the green. Because if I go for the green, I'm going to die if I don't make it. Because if you go for the green, you'll already have way too much speed to be able to make it into the normal goal. It won't work. Oy. There we go. the hell? Oh, there was like a little jump there. I didn't see it. I was like, how? Is this another bumper level? I think this is a bumper level. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh man, look at that skybox and those textures. Look how good that looks. I'm not going to be able to make it into that goal. Oh.
Ready? Go.
Oh, shoot. This might be a little difficult. Or not difficult. Okay, never mind. I died.
Go.
I think all I need to do is just keep my speed up. Yeah, there we go. Get in there.
Goal.
Super speed.
Ready? Go.
Oh, I remember this level. It didn't have music. Well, it did have music, it just wasn't playing.
Goal.
Cubbies. Yeah, because I've watched people play it and it had music.
Go.
What do I like about learning Russian? I just like the language in general. It's not necessarily something specific to learning Russian, per se, versus just learning languages, and I just happen to be interested in the Russian language. I don't know, I learned Spanish and I can speak it alright. And I was like, well, okay, well, let's try something else, and I was trying to learn Russian on my own in high school because I had there were no classes I could take or anything like that. So I had to basically learn it on my own, trying to use Duolingo, but Duolingo is not meant to teach you a whole language on its own. It's supposed to help you practice when you're already taking a class. But I didn't have any classes I could take, so I had to learn it on my own, and I didn't learn a whole lot about... I learned a little bit of the grammar. I mostly skipped on a lot of vocabulary at the time, because I was mostly working on grammar and pronunciation. Or no. I skipped out on grammar because I was learning, like, words in pronunciation. Sorry. So I came into Russian 1 in my Russian class having a pretty good grasp on the pronunciation. It wasn't perfect at the time. It's a lot better now because I know some ins and outs that were explained to me. But... And I can... Yeah, every time I come back home, though, my grandmother just gets on my ass about learning Russian. She just goes like, it doesn't make sense to me. Why would anyone want to learn Russian? And it's like, yeah, well, you forced me to learn Spanish, and I did. Why did you want me to do that? Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't think it's that she doesn't understand. I think she tries to intentionally not understand why I'm learning Russian. And it's funny because everyone else is like, it's not that hard to understand, Cheryl. It's just he wants to learn it. Just get off his ass about it. It's just funny because my grandmother has been monolingual her whole life and has hardly made any effort to learn anything. Except once, extremely briefly for some reason, she was trying to learn Mandarin. didn't go through with it. And once tried to learn Italian, didn't end up going through with it. So I just don't understand where she can get off telling me what languages to learn and what languages to not learn, because that's stupid. I'm gonna learn whatever I want.
Go.
Also, dither. Ow.
Ready? Go.
But yeah, so every time I go home, I get to hear shit about how I'm minoring in Russian and how useless it is. Well, I don't think she has Alzheimer's, but you're thinking of the right one, because I only know one grandma, so I effectively only have one grandma. But she's just, oh my god. She's just on my case about everything every time I get home. She asks me, every time I get home, she asks me what I'm gonna do with my major, which is astronomy. And then she asks me, my aunt doesn't have... Well, shit, I missed the I Spy background, but I'm sure we'll see it again.
Ready? Go.
But yeah, she asks me every time I come home, every goddamn time I come home, she asks me what I'm gonna do with my major, and she asks me what possible use could my minor possibly have, and it's like, I don't think you understand. Like, it doesn't even matter what other language it is. If it is a second language, it is automatically useful. It doesn't matter what the language is, unless it's like Klingon. That one wouldn't be useful. But like, hell, even if my second language were Esperanto, that would still be useful. Or, hell, Tagalog. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never heard anyone say it out loud, but I think it's Tagalog. Even that, like, all that shit would just be useful because, yeah. High Valerian is a constructed language, right? Yeah, Tagalog is, the language they speak in the Philippines. Or at least they speak it now after they're like, fuck you, Spain. We're not speaking no Spanish anymore, even though there is still a lot of influence from Spanish and English on Tagalog. Like, there are a lot of similar words. Because I dated a Australian girl who was Filipino, and she spoke Tagalog. And she said, like, even there's some phrases that they literally just use the English phrase when they say it, like, let's go. They just say let's go a lot of the time. Yeah, I don't know why there's a Christmas in a little cabin themed. At least it looks okay. It looks better than some of the other ones, but...
Ready? Go.
But yeah, so... Because, like, when I was in high school, my grandmother forced me to take Spanish. I wanted to take German. Which would make more sense because I am...
Ready?
Because I am a little bit German. I'm more Italian, but I am a little bit German. But I'm not Spanish or Latin American or anything at all. So I don't understand why. Like, it's useful, yes, and I don't regret learning it. And I've learned to like learning Spanish. But, like, at the time, though, it's like, I was just barred from taking German. A Filipino woman wanted you... That's how I met one of my... The Filipino girlfriend. Was on Omegle because I was bored, and I was not looking to actually... I was not looking for women on there. I was just doing it because I was bored. And this girl just stayed in contact with me after it, and eventually we just dated for a while.
Ready?
Yo-yo bridge. Ah,
Ready?
shit.
Go.
This is not gonna be easy.
Go. Ready? Go.
Oh man, I almost had it.
Go. Ready? Go.
Could what be a good level?
Ready? Go.
Honestly, I'm kind of glad that I didn't learn German. I'm not necessarily glad that I didn't, but the thing is like,
Ready? Go.
it would have been a waste because I wouldn't have, like, Spanish, I do use it in my life sometimes. And with Russian, you know, the thing with German is like I can't really use it so much in my daily life here, and so I wouldn't have a whole lot of German knowledge. And then I didn't want to learn German in college. I wanted to learn Russian, so I wouldn't really be pursuing it in college either. So I would have just wasted time kind of learning it and not. So learning German, I would have just wasted my time and then not actually ended up taking the time to learn the whole language. I know this. And I'm not saying it's like a waste to learn German. It's not a waste to learn any language. I'm just saying, like, for me, it would have been basically like me learning some German and then giving it up. I mean, the thing is like I said, I can speak Spanish, but it takes me a while to have to get to switch over because I'm not used to switching it on and off a lot because I don't have a whole lot of people around me that can speak Spanish. My aunt is fluent in Spanish and I can have conversations with her and it's fine, but most of the time if there are Spanish speaking people, I'm just like too nervous that I'm either going to be like, it's going to be like annoying for them, or it's going to be just like I just like piss them off because it's like, oh, you think I'm Hispanic so I speak Spanish, right? Yeah, well, you fucking racist or something. I just don't want to end. And that's probably not gonna happen. I'm just afraid that that's gonna happen. Plus, like, just random people that I don't know are not gonna want to sit there and fucking. I'm just self-conscious about my Spanish, and it's like I've had native Spanish speakers. I've spoken with them, and they say that I'm like okay at it. It's not bad. You know, I obviously need work, but it's like I can do it. But I still feel self-conscious about it. That's why, and I haven't done it lately because, but I used to, occasionally, I would stream entirely in Spanish. Is that what this is from? The background's Barbie? What the hell? Yeah, occasionally I would stream in Spanish back when I first started, but I haven't done it in a while, because I'm just like, the only reason I did it is because, no one was watching. But no one was watching my stream, but then all of a sudden, someone that did not speak English came on the stream and asked me in Spanish, like, if I could speak Spanish, and I'm like, well, no one else is here, so why not? Well, it wasn't embarrassment, it wasn't embarrassment because for me, because I was being asked to speak Spanish. I wasn't choosing to on my own volition. Okay, we'll see. But yeah, so I wasn't like, it was because a guy that did not speak English came on my stream and was like, can you speak Spanish because I don't speak English? And like I said, no one else was watching, so it's like fine. You know, I had no problem with it, and it gave me good practice. And then that was at the I mean, even now, even like with my streams that have had like 20,000, 25,000 views, at the time when I was streaming, I had the most people, some of the most people I've had on one stream. I had like upwards like 15 at a time on that stream, and they were all Spanish speakers. I don't know how the hell they found the video, but... Oh, this is it? I did not know that this was an I Spy background. But I remember it because of the piano in the background. But yeah, so I was like, you know... And that's when they were like, you know what, like, you keep saying your Spanish is bad, but we all understand you perfectly fine. You understand us. You're saying everything correctly. I mean, my pronunciation was complete shit back then. Like, I've kind of learned to pronounce things a little better. Though, granted, I do stutter a lot when I speak Spanish, but that's just because I'm not completely fluent. I'm just kind of, like, conversational. Oh shit, I died. Wait a minute here. Gracias por el complemento. Ethan Flat. Para el complemento. Significa mucho para mí. A mí. Significa mucho a mí. I don't know any spell. Well, I mean, yeah. I do not sound like a native, trust me. Like I said, especially like when I don't get to practice my conversation itself, I definitely try to make sure my pronunciation sounds good. Tan bueno que posible para que es bueno para poder de hablar muy claro y efectivamente. It's funny though, like when I speak, my grammar goes to shit because it's hard for me to think. Like when I know the grammar, but when I speak, I fuck it up really badly. Oh hey, it's the Christmas world again. El mundo de Navidad. Also, another thing that I do to kind of hide my shitty Midwestern accent when I speak Spanish is I try to kind of slur my speech to the point where I sound like I'm just speaking regularly, but like, I mean, when I speak English, typically people tell me I enunciate my words a lot more than typically people would normally do. So when me slurring it is me just kind of sounding more normal at that point. Do a lot of cute Japanese and Chinese girls work there, Ethan? Oi. You can see the difference between Chinese and Japanese people? Whether or not I can see the difference, I can hear... Honestly, I can hear the difference between the languages. They're very different. Like, it's funny because, like, people... It doesn't matter what Asian country it's from. Like, when people have no idea what they're talking about, What, the difference between my Midwestern and Spanish speaking? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, I have to... That's another reason that it's kind of hard for me to... What? People thinking that they look the same or sound the same? Yeah, it is. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it's racist. It's racially insensitive to at least be almost proud of the fact that you can't tell the difference. Some people almost take pride in that, and that's... Again, I wouldn't say it's racist, it's racially insensitive, because you're not really saying anything bad. Well, I guess you could say them looking the same is pretty bad. So yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, no, you can definitely hear the difference between the languages. Like, Japanese sounds nothing like Mandarin. Vietnamese sounds, especially Vietnamese, like, I assumed that, like, because there are some things in Vietnamese that are similar to Mandarin, but, like, hearing them spoken, they do not sound the same at all. Like, their phonology sound completely different. Oh, dude, my university's made me love Asia because, like, I want to say nearly half of the students are, especially, like, the international students are mostly from, China. And I think that's probably the biggest reason I can hear such a huge difference between, like, the different various Asian languages is because I hear Mandarin so often, so I'm very conscious of what it sounds like, whether or not I understand it. You envy me. Why do you envy me? Oh shit, not this level. Yeah, like I said, especially Vietnamese, because like I said, I just kind of assumed before that, like, they would sound somewhat similar because... Well, they both have a lot of vowels, but they do not sound at all the same. Like, vowels in Japanese are a lot more clearer than Mandarin, and they're also separated a lot more regularly. But yeah, Japanese, Japanese isn't a tonal language, it's a pitch accent language where there are times where, like, you raise the pitch of a word, but it's like, yeah, why would you be jealous that I get to be around a lot of Asian people? But yeah, Vietnamese, oh my god, Vietnamese is like, they're, like, it's funny because some of the words in Vietnamese may be kind of similar to Chinese Mandarin. I think some people say it's more similar to Cantonese, which would make sense. But, like, the phonology is completely different. I do have an upper hand because there is one sound that Vietnamese has that Russian also has that, there's a sound in Russian that is one of the hardest things for English speakers to pronounce, and it's also a sound that happens to be in Vietnamese. It's the letter U. I think the name of the letter is called Yeri in Russian. And I noticed, I was looking up, like, the IPA symbols for Vietnamese to hear, like, to see what it is. But, well, because most people think Asians are hot. I mean, some of them are. Isn't that because Vietnamese has communist? Okay, well, first of all, no, it doesn't. It hasn't for a very long time at this point. And also, that would not... Vietnam was not communist because Russia marched in there. And also, it's not like they would import a sound into the language. Just because Russia exists. It's just something that it's like, I'm just saying, like, oh, well, this is a sound that I can now pronounce because I'm learning Russian. And that's like one of the hardest sounds in Russian for English speakers to learn how to say. Is "y," because it's just completely different from every single sound in English. It took me so long to learn it. I actually was lucky that I did end up picking up the sound before I ever took a Russian class, but I had to watch video after video after video and practice over and over again to be able to pronounce it. And the worst part is it's like one of the most common letters in the Russian language, because a lot of the plurals use that letter. So like mashina is car, and then mashinly is cars. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Oh, it's a bedroom with banana picture. The word for we, you, and you plural all have "y" in it. Мы, вы, и, ты all have it. It doesn't necessarily sound that defined when you're actually speaking it, but it's still very much different from the E sound. Aye, get out of there. Ah, dang. Speaking of Asia, though, it's funny, I actually have, like, apparently, looking at my channel stats, I do have, like, a significant number of viewers from countries like Vietnam and Laos, which really surprised me. It also really surprised me is, like, that country, like, I think a lot of the Asian countries, most of my viewers from them are all female. And I'm just like, huh, I wonder why that is. I wonder if it had... they're probably, like, people that are seeing my music, I would assume. Yeah, this music is intense. I can hardly hear it, but... Jesus Christ. My uncle's girlfriend is from Cambodia. How did he meet her? Damn, this music's intense. I wonder where it came from. There we go. Dichotomize. Ah, okay. That's how I met my last girlfriend. She wasn't exactly visiting the US. She was just living here, and I don't remember what she was doing. I think she was just trying to, like, go to school here. And but she was from Vietnam. And not too long after I met her, though, she ended up losing her visa on a bus, so she had to go back. So our relationship was mostly long distance. Her family does not approve of white men, though. That was actually something I was afraid of when, with my girlfriend, my Vietnamese girlfriend that I was with, because I was just, like, really afraid. I was like, oh god, what is her family? Because, like, I didn't have a lot of money. I still don't have a lot of... I'm not like fucking completely poor, but definitely not set for life, and I was afraid that that was going to be what they were looking for. And I'm also not, you know, I'm still kind of going through college. My life hasn't fallen into place yet. And, yeah. So I was, like, really afraid that her family was just gonna not approve of me. And her dad was completely indifferent to me. He's like, whatever, I don't care, do whatever. And then her mom surprisingly seemed to like me. Which... yeah. Cambodian casinos. I didn't even know those existed. You mean like Cambodian casinos as in they're in Cambodia, or are they just like casinos in the United States that are like, hey, come down to our Cambodian casino. We have Italian accents for no goddamn reason. Mainly because I don't know what Cambodian sounds like, but... Oh, okay. So they're just standing out the front with their little, like, barbershop quartet outfit going, "Hey, come down here to the Cambodian casino, eh?" And then you're like, "Why are you Italian?" And you're like, "Oh, you got me now." And then they get on their spaghetti cycle and cycle away into the sunset. Mario! I think those Cambodian casinos are trying to profit off of our personalities, Mario! Hey, Luigi! Shut up, Luigi, I'm masturbating. That's me trying to be Vinny, Mario, and Luigi. Vinny's, Vine Sauce Vinny's Mario and Luigi. I can sometimes do his Luigi, but... Wait, she owns burger and bagel shops. Damn, I kind of want a burger right now. What? Mario and Luigi... I mean, a Japanese guy created Mario and Luigi, but they're not Japanese. They're supposed to be, like, Italian, and for some reason in the 90s, they were, like, Brooklyn Italian, not, like, Italy Italian. Hey there, Luigi. When you gonna get a job? Mario, Mark, it's not looking so good right now, Mario. Mario, why can't we just go back to the old days? Mario. No, that was a pause. Well, no, the cartoons were also like, oh, look, they're Brooklyn. Like, the cartoons at the time were like that as well. And it didn't make any goddamn sense. Oh, this isn't that bad. I just gotta be, like, slow. I mean, I'm not sure if the Mario Bros. Movie was the first one or not, because I feel like some of the cartoons came out before that. Like the Super Mario Bros. Super Show! Hey, paisanos! I think that's where Vinny's Luigi comes from, is from the way Luigi's voice on that show. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Hey, Mario, help me! It was better. It actually, like, stuck to the game, but the only thing I didn't understand was, like, why the hell... Like, I know it's Japan, but, like, why the hell do Mario and Luigi eat ramen? Also, why does Luigi wear blue and yellow? This is not easy. I've done this before, though. I remember this level. It's not that bad, but... Ah, damn it. I'm digging this music, though. Holy shit. Favorite Mario game? Probably Mario 64. Oh shit, this is the Barbie background. I'd say Mario 64. I like the 3D ones a lot better. Not as much Galaxy, because it's a lot more linear. And there's nothing wrong with it being linear, I just don't like the game as much. I just don't like the 3D gameplay mixed with the linear aspect as much when it comes to Mario. So I just like Mario 64 because, like, although yes, I complete the game in order as much as I possibly can, like, I still like the fact that you can just go and get whatever star you want at whatever time you want, mostly. I mean, there are some, levels that require you to trigger events to happen, like making Bowser's sub go away in Dire Docks to make the like Jetstream star appear, or to make the poles appear to get the red coins. I like Sunshine too. I haven't beaten it 100%, but I like Sunshine as well. So wait. You've 100%ed 64, not Sunshine. Is that what you're saying? Wait a minute. Yeah, I've 100%ed 64 like 5 or 6 times. But because I've played it so much, I kinda... And, it's just because I've played it so much. And if I, taking a long break from it will help this, but, like, I just kinda got tired of, like, the same levels. But there's a ROM hack called Super Mario Star Road that is basically Mario 64 2. And it's amazing. But it's a lot harder than Mario 64. And that's the only thing I don't like about it, is it starts to get a little too hard for me. Like, I'm not one of those people that can beat a normally difficult game and then wish that I had a harder version. I don't know, I just don't like it. Oh shit, this level. Oh, I beat that on my first try. That level, when I first played it, took me like 90 goddamn tries. Oh, not this one. Well, I mean, if you have a good enough computer, you can emulate them. Because, like, the thing about GameCube emulation is it's some of the most accurate emulation that there is. Like, it's funny because, like, Nintendo 64 emulation has, like, basically been forgotten and it sucks ass. But, GameCube and Wii emulation, like, playing Monkey, like, there are almost no errors in it at all, unless you try fucking with some of the graphics and, like, trying to do widescreen or something. But, like, they run pretty much perfectly as long as your, computer is powerful enough to do it. And it also, the textures load correctly. It's like, it's amazing. Like, even the, like, PlayStation 2 emulation, I really wish was as good, because, and I might play some of this tomorrow, later. I might play some Mercury Meltdown Remix, because that is like, if you've seen one of my old Let's Plays, was Archer McLean's Mercury. Or Archer McLean's Mercury, something like that. And, it's like Monkey Ball, but if it were more of a puzzle game. And, well, shit, I didn't want to do that. But then, it was on the PSP. And then they made a sequel, which made the game design a little more cartoony, called Mercury Meltdown, which was made by the same publishers. It's just the game had a complete overhaul. Like, Archer McLean's Mercury was actually made under a very short amount of time, very restricted amount of time to work on the game. How do I get up there? So there are some issues with it. The graphics are amazing, especially for PSP. Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do. I can just go over there and do it, I think. But especially for the PSP, the graphics are really good. But the game was very difficult. Like, in each world you went to, you could only, you can only play the levels, I think, almost basically in order. And you had to beat every single level in a world to unlock the next one. And some of these levels became extremely difficult. Like, to play the whole game, I actually had to use a cheat code, because, like, to unlock some of the, like, really difficult levels later in the game, you have to get, like, first place on every single fucking level in that game on, like, the little scoreboard, and I just could not do it. So I used a cheat code because I was like, I want this to be complete. I want to play through the whole game. So I did, but then they, yeah, like I said, they made Mercury Meltdown, which was also on the PSP, but then, if you've ever heard of Monkey Ball Deluxe... Oh, god damn it, hold on. Okay. Okay, well, like I was saying, I do actually, but if you've heard of Monkey Ball Deluxe, it's a game they made for the Xbox and PlayStation 2 that basically took all the levels from Monkey Ball 1 and 2 and put them together, and they added some extra, like, bonus levels that weren't in the original 2 games. And they did the same thing with Mercury Meltdown on the PlayStation 2. It was called Mercury Meltdown Remix, and it's basically like Monkey Ball Deluxe, but for Mercury Meltdown. And it's basically, and unlike Deluxe, it's basically just the best way to play the game. Because, like, with Deluxe, it's not as good, because, like, even, like, both the Xbox and PS2 versions have much, significantly worse controls than Monkey Ball 1 and 2 on the GameCube, so it's a lot harder to play. Ah, god damn it, this level's pissing me off. But I want to play some of that, but the problem, like, I do own the actual game. Oh, I can just fucking fall down here. I'm stupid. I didn't even see that. But I do own Mercury Meltdown Remix on the PlayStation 2. I do actually have it, but it's like, to stream it, it's more convenient to emulate it. But PlayStation 2 emulation sucks, especially compared to GameCube emulation. But yeah, but unlike, you know, IIU good, what do you mean? What do you mean am I good? Like the stream? The stream should be fine now. Like, if you're asking me if I'm good, I mean, yeah, sure. But, well, yeah, no, the stream went off because I had to end it, and then, like, when that starts happening, when the stream starts getting, like, complete shit and getting messed up, basically what I have to do is, like, end it for a little bit and refresh the page and then start it over again. And I just started talking like nothing happened because, well, like, because it's like, there's no point in me addressing it every time it's gonna happen. That's why I'm not, like, mentioning it, because I do know that it happened, but it's like, at this point, I've had to do it multiple times. Okay, well, like I was saying, Mercury Meltdown Remix, though, like, unlike Monkey Ball Deluxe, like, it does have, the controls have been, like, intact, so it's not like the game is harder or anything due to some stupid, issue with, like, the controls or anything. Like, the game is fine. There are some issues with it, though, but they're not big. Like, the translation, like, you can choose from 3 languages, Spanish, French, and English, and for some reason the Spanish and French, like, it's not even, the entire game isn't even translated. There's still a lot of English. I'm just like, okay. I mean, that's fine for me, but, like, not everyone can speak English. If you're gonna put the translation, translate the whole dang game. Oh no, not this level. Okay, this one's difficult as hell. Oh, okay, I can still make it. Man, this music's pretty intense too. It's pretty good, it's okay. Oh shit. Ah! Oh fuck, this is not gonna be easy. Aw, oh, man. Final world, right? Yeah. Why is the, like, hurry up music still playing in the background? Well, I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. Because I don't know how to get it to stop. It'll probably stop once I, like, finish the level or something. There we go, we're good. Oh, thank God it stopped. Oh my God, I was afraid that it wouldn't. Though I don't think that's the ROM hack. I think that is a rare glitch that does happen. Like I said, extremely rare, but I think it does actually happen in the original game as well. Damn. was hoping this wouldn't take too much longer because I'm really hungry and I was gonna try to find something to eat, but well, it is an extremely rare it is an extremely rare glitch. It's happened to me once in years and years, and it was on a fucking ROM hack of the game. Vacuity. Okay, it's probably a little late for me to go and try to eat a meal, but oh man. But I'll try to find a snack or something. Nope, that's not gonna work. Yeah, if you noticed, though, you can tell if you watched my other stream, I'm getting much less frustrated with this game. Even though the level design isn't that great, at least most of the levels are pretty reasonable in difficulty. Hey. Got pasta for dinner. We're gonna eat... well, we're also eating an Italian thing. It's salsiccia, which is like, well, a weird, like Italian sausage. Like, it's like a weird Italian sausage stew. It's not that great, but, I'm not gonna argue with it. It's not, like, so bad that I'm gonna die if I eat it, so I'll just deal with it. Though, lately in our house, we have not had a whole lot of stuff to, like, eat for meals, except for, like, dinner stuff, but I'm not gonna go into the freezer and get a fucking pack of T-bone steaks and then just cook them up for lunch, because those are for dinner. Not because they're T-bone steaks, but it's because when they were bought and then planned to be made for dinner, so I don't touch that stuff. But otherwise, we really don't have much of anything. Like in the fridge, we just have like a couple leftover things that are basically almost gone. I think there's some pasta in my fridge, though. If there is, I might heat some up. Calentarla. Comerla y probablemente vomitarla. I'm just joking, I'm not gonna throw it up. Probably. Unless it's got like radium in it, and then I'll probably die. But I don't think that's the case. But what kind of pasta do you have for dinner? I'm actually curious now. God damn it, Ethan, now I'm thinking about fucking pasta, and I'm hungry, and I want to finish this fucking world. Well, are you allergic to a lot of foods? Like, is there a reason that you're afraid you'll be allergic, or is it just like a completely, like, there's no reason, you just kind of are? No. Well, but I mean, like, are you allergic to a lot of things, though? Man, it's annoying because you can't walk on the ones that are upside down. Mierda! Vamos, por favor! Oh, thank God! I mean, I like food, but I don't like that I have to eat food to survive. Ethan, I don't think you should eat as much as you can is necessarily the best advice for anyone. I would say eat as much as you need. Because you want to know what happens when you eat as much as you want? What happened to me my freshman year of college when I gained like almost 40 fucking pounds. Don't turn in the other direction, god damn it. But yeah, I went from like 133 to almost 170. Oh, eat variety. Okay, I was gonna say, because like I said, I did eat everything that I wanted to my freshman year of college, and I ended up getting fucking chubby as hell, and it was gross, and luckily I lost the weight though, but... I mean, I lost most of the weight, but, like... I still have, like, a couple extra pounds on me, but, like... And when I say couple extra, I just mean that, like, I'm not down to 133, but I think that if I were... Well, no, that's how I lost weight, is I just ate better and just exercised more. No, I mean, I looked gross, is what I'm saying. Like, if you see me when I did gain a lot of weight, and then me after, or before I gained it, or after I lost it, like, I just look worse. And it's funny, because I didn't even notice it at the time, because it happened over a course of, like, the whole year. So I was just like, eh. And then I weighed myself, and I'm like, oh, look at that, I'm 170 pounds. Well, no, you don't lose your metabolism unless you exercise. It's not... You can't say everyone loses their metabolism at 18 because, one, you don't lose it, it only slows down, and it doesn't happen to everyone at the same age. Some people never really get a slow metabolism for even, like, pretty far into their adult life, even. It just all depends. Like, I mean, my metabolism has slowed down a little bit, but it's still, like, not horrible. My metabolism is just, like, fine enough to keep me from having to only eat healthy food, but at the same time, if I don't eat healthy food and exercise, I will gain weight, and that's what happened my freshman year of college, and it wasn't fun. Like I said, though, I did lose it. Well, but like I said, it doesn't always slow down at 18 for everyone. I mean, maybe on average, but it's not something that happens to everyone. Like, it happened to me, yeah, but it didn't. My metabolism didn't even really slow down that much. It just slowed down enough to where I'm like, okay, I can't eat like shit every day anymore. Freshman 15, you mean freshman 40? Because like I said, I gained almost 40 fucking pounds my freshman year. I gained like maybe 35, 37 pounds. Come on, get out of there! No, the red goal isn't the only one. I've beaten this level, I just keep fucking it up. Because I'm, like, half paying attention to what I'm doing. Like, I've been playing this for too long at one time. Get out of there, you fucking fuck. Damn it, I keep... One thing for me is it's hard to get myself to start exercising, but while I'm, like, into it, I can keep going. Although, granted, like, when I went to the gym over spring break, and because I hadn't really exercised in a long time, like, I couldn't lift as much weight. Like, when I was, like, a freshman in high school, I could lift, like, I don't know, on a lot of those, like, pulley machines, I could put it, like, arm pulley machines, I could put it up to, like, 150, 160, and 170 and do that, but then it's like, you know, to be able to sit there and do it for a long time, you know, over spring break, I had to put it all the way down to, like, 70. And I'm just like, oh my god. It was hard for me to accept the fact that I just couldn't lift as much. But, you know, and I was going off of how much I used to do before, when I did used to exercise a lot. So then, I was doing, like, I was putting it down just enough that I could do it for a while. Like, I only dropped just enough weight so that I could actually do the amount of reps that I wanted, just barely. And I was sore for, like, an entire week after that. I probably should have been a little softer on it, but I didn't want to. This summer, I'm gonna start, hopefully, by tomorrow. Or not by tomorrow, by, like, today, I might work out a little bit later. I hope so. I say I hope so, but because it's like I have to go with someone else because I don't have the gym membership they do. And they have a gym membership for 2 people. Well, I know getting sore is good, but it's like, my point is, though, is you don't want to make it so that you're sore for such a long time that you can't keep working out. Well, yeah, I know. I'm not saying it didn't make sense, but I went a little too hard given that I hadn't worked out in a while, and I wasn't able to work out for quite a few days after that. Which isn't good because, you know, if you don't keep doing it, it's not going to do anything. Ah, I hate this level. Go forward, just straight. Oh! Oh, man. I might be able to do this. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I can do that. I totally can do that. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Again, luckily I'm almost done, so I shouldn't have to do that whole lot anymore. Oh, not this level. I fucking hate this level. This level is just... This is one of the worst ones in this community level pack, because it's just difficult. Like... Like, you can't see where anything is. Like, if you notice, like, I can't see where these fucking bumpers are. And when you have them where they're just, like, one bumper by itself, it makes it extremely difficult to do anything. See, like, I can't fucking... Like, see, I keep hitting off the side of it, but I can't fucking tell where it is. This level is just already, like... I'm already wanting to just stop right now, because I've been streaming for a while, and I want to do something else, but I'm just right there. Yeah, well, I don't think that's gonna change anytime soon with the red goal being... with the whole red goal thing. No, god damn it, see what I fucking mean? Like, all because I can't see where I'm going and you can hardly control yourself on this fucking slope. You end up falling all the way back down. Like, maybe if they didn't make it, like, so fucking tall, it wouldn't be so bad, but... Oh my god, there we go. Ah. This level has a lot of slowdown. Oh, come on, dude. And that was even worse because I was going slow that whole time, like the slow motion, and I was holding back like that entire time near the end, and I still had too much speed. Damn it, I'm not going to get that lucky again. I guarantee you that that's not, like, that perfect setup is not going to happen to me again. The slowdown is not helping. There. Oh no. This isn't gonna be hard, this isn't gonna be easy. Okay. Let's see, what do I have to do? Oh, I remember this. Okay, I need a lot of speed for that. What the hell? Oh, demon I was like, what are you talking about, the demon textures? I see what they are. Okay. See, fuck, that's why I don't like, trying to go as fast as I can, because it's like, I'm a lot less accurate, and it's probably just me being bad at the game, but it's like, get over there. But it's like you go onto a way thinner platform, and like it seems like the only way to build up speed is to swerve around, because it doesn't look like you can go straight, because that's what I did the one time and it didn't work. Okay, slow down, please. Okay. World 9. I don't even remember that. Oh my god, we're done. Oh, fuck. Finally. That was a little, oh my god. Some of those levels in World 10 are, well, there's mostly that stupid pinball level, honestly. Yeah, we're not gonna watch the stories and shit. And I only got 3rd place. How I did one where I got 4 banana. Oh wait, that was because that was from a different ROM, but for some reason the scores and shit overlap. Well, that was that level pack, and I'm not sure what I'll stream next. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But if I do, I'll have to figure out what I want to stream, because like I don't know that either. But thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed what you saw, stick around, maybe subscribe or something like that. I don't know, you know. And hopefully all of you have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you guys later.